We want to look at ways. What are the media or channels of managing stress? You have to establish these three channels. First and foremost, your approach to managing stress. The first one is your thought. What is the quality of your thought? How do you think? What level of complex do you suffer? Inferiority complex, I mean, do you suffer? Are you the type who has resolved or who has concluded within yourself that you cannot make it again? Are you the type who believe that it is a particular set of people that are ordained or destined to make it, that you are not? No. Success is open to all. But success never comes easy. It's the more you can fight sensibly. I'm not saying you should go to the road and start fighting. The more you can fight sensibly, the more you can resolve, the more you can concentrate, set targets, pursue those targets with vigor and seriousness, the more you are likely to succeed. Even the Quran supports this, that man will be rewarded according to his striving. That one is in the Quran. A man will be rewarded. So, what kind of thoughts, radiates inside you? And there is this popular saying that the universe will command to you your dominant thought. So that's why negative thought must be discouraged. It must be positive and positive and positive all the time. So because what dominates your mind is what the universe will command to you. At the spiritual level, if you want to put it that way. So first and foremost, manage your thoughts. Then manage your emotions. How do you react to issues? How do you promptly flare up? How do you, see issues? It's very, very important. Here you are advised to employ what is known as emotional intelligence. So what is emotional intelligence? Of course, it's very wide. But the one I need there is your ability to see through a person and trying to understand why the person behaved the way he behaved. Not the behavior, but why did he behave that way? Was it because on his way to work or to wherever you have met, was it because his wife has quarreled with him? Was it because a soldier man has slapped him on the road and he cannot slap back? Is it because he's sick internally that is not obvious? So you need to be, watchful of whoever you are dealing with. Study the person very well, especially when he's behaving in a way that is unusual. If that person is never that way. So when you see him behaving in a manner, rather than reacting to what he does, try to understand why he behaves in that manner. And then in that wise, you just discover that in a twinkle of an eye, the person will come and apologize to you. And then we even appreciate you as a very good friend who understands him. So the next one is signs and symptoms of stress. What are the things that you notice in yourself that you will now conclude that you have stress? What are the signs? What are the symptoms of stress? The first one is memory problem. You begin to lose memory. Things that you remember easily, you begin to forget, and you need somebody to help you to remember such things. Inability to concentrate. Just suddenly see that you always lose track. You're not concentrating. You are not fully okay like that. And all these I'm mentioning, they are under cognitive symptom category. We have them in 4 categories: cognitive symptom, emotional symptom, physical symptom, and behavioral symptom. So I'm talking about cognitive now. Inability to memory problem, inability to concentrate, poor judgment. Just like when your talks or utterances is not aligning. Just like the Yoruba will say, or in your own tase. Are you with me? So your judgment, the way you see things doesn't, tally with what a popular opinion would be about that thing. Apart from the situation whereby one single person may be right and the majority can be wrong. Those are different situations. Then seeing only the negative. When somebody begin to, anything you say, even when they are talking of potential job, potential venture, effort, and people are contributing, trying to develop that thought, this one person will come and say,
just the negative part.
It won't work. What about this obstacle? What about that obstacle? No, there will always be obstacles.
Definitely.
Nothing comes easy in life. So when somebody begins to see things negatively, under cognitive category of symptom is having stress issue. Anxiety is another one. Then going to emotional symptom, moodiness. So you suddenly find somebody being moody, keeping to himself or herself, unnecessary or usually quiet, not socializing as the person used to do, inability or irritability or short-temperedness. Somebody that's quick to anger.
Yeah. You
are quick to anger. Every little thing, trigger your anger. You have emotional crisis, and that's a symptom of stress. Also, transferred aggression. Yeah. You're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Somebody is reacting to you because of something else.
Based on what has happened
to him.
Yeah.
You are just falling victim because it's transferring that aggression to you. Agitation is another one. Always agitating. Always agitating. While your mates, with whom you are receiving the same salary, that you all agree that the salary is not enough, while they are still managing their life, your own voice is the most, vociferous. In terms of you are the one, when others are forgotten the action, you are the one that will remind them. Always complaining, agitating, inability to relax. It's another one. That is when you find yourself restless. Restless, feeling overwhelmed, feeling defeated, sense of loneliness or isolation, or general depression. Coming to physical symptoms, talking of aches and pains, begin to have it regularly, aches and pains, diarrhea or constipation, dizziness. A lot of people, you just find yourself feeling dizzy, and you have to hold onto something to stabilize yourself. Chest pain, rapid heartbeat. That's when you suddenly find your heart pounding. Heart started pounding. And it's not as if you are running. It's not as if you are indulging in any game and your heart is pounding. It's a bad sign. Even here, they are talking of loss of sex drive, erectile dysfunction, or rigidity in human. This one is obvious.
Yeah.
Once your body system has collapsed, some functions will
collapses also
along with it. And finally, under behavioral symptom, you are the type that eats less. You don't eat much. Or you are the type that eats a lot, just like a gourmand. But suddenly, you find yourself doing the opposite. The one that cannot eat much before, now eating as if he has just been released from the prison. While the one that eats a lot, has suddenly lost appetite, cannot eat. Sleeping too much or too little. Some people by nature, they sleep a lot. But suddenly, they cannot sleep again, they lose sleep, and then those who cannot sleep before started sleeping, even during the day. They are sleeping, something is wrong with them. Isolating yourself from others, or procrastinating, or neglecting responsibilities. Meanwhile, all these issues I've mentioned, under cognitive symptom, emotional symptom, physical and behavioral, all of them are only indicative of stress. If only you are not like that before.
Okay.
All these things I mentioned are part of some people.
Exactly.
Some people don't get to sleep well. It's been their life.
Seems like a normal thing for
Normal
some people.
thing for them. Some people don't mix with people. They prefer to be isolated. It's been there. We are talking of all these things happening to you suddenly.
Okay.
So once it is in that case, you are having stress. And the next best thing to do is to see your doctor, physician, as you want to call it. Now, I'm moving gradually to managing stress.
Okay.
Because that is, the essence of this paper. To manage our stress so that we escape on towards development.
Depression.
So, but before I go there, let me quickly branch to how we are wrongly managing our stress.
Okay.
Which is very rampant or common. How we are wrongly managing our stress. The first one is smoking. Some people, when they have issues, they light up their cigarette, they smoke. And truly, they feel relaxed.
At that point in time.
At that point in time, whatever the problem is, lighting up. But the problem is on the pack of the cigarette. Something funny is written there. That smokers are not likely,
are liable to die young.
Smokers are likely to die young. Or smoking is dangerous to your health. You must have
even having an age limit.
Age and all that. So, how would something that is dangerous to your health, how can it be at the same time a solution to your problem? So, smoking is not acceptable, it's not advisable, and we should desist from it.
Such.
Another one is excessive drinking. Some people, when they have issue, whether in their marriage, whether in the office, with their friend, or in their business, and they've tried all possible best, things are not working out, they take to drinking. They take to drinking to the extent that in many beer parlors, different beer parlors, they have a designated seat there. And when they appear in any beer parlor like this, the operator there knows that he has to supply the person first and foremost with 2 bottles at the same time. Very cold 2 bottles. And that one will just disappear in a jiffy. They will now start normal drinking. And it will not go until the owner of that parlor want to close shop. And they have to even be telling him, okay, we are going. That is very common. Meanwhile, while drinking, truly, he will forget his problem. He will have this fake sense of happiness. Of happiness. What we call utopia. Happiness, state of happiness that is not real. It's not real.
Because it doesn't last.
It doesn't last. It's not real. It's created or fabricated just to suit the immediate purpose of doing away with his sadness or stress. So, excessive drinking, on the other hand, does not help anybody. All the organs in the body say no to drinking of alcohol, be it the liver, be it the heart, be it the kidney, be it all manners of organs. Even your lungs are not at home with drinking. So, you cannot be creating a problem trying to solve another problem. It doesn't make sense. Another one is drug.